Lynn and Ede. Yo, Fobby on the beat. Talking leadership, making the big plays in the mortgage game through the sun and the haze. Close more deals, build your success. Time to level up and beat the stress. Get ready to laugh, Lynn and Ede. Lynn and Ede. Your weekly seed. Let's go.
All right, guys, welcome back to another edition of Laugh Let It Meet the podcast. My name is Fobby Anything. I don't ever say that, do I, Justin?
No, you don't.
I always like to announce other people, and I always like, somebody asked me that, they're like, how come you don't put your name in there? I'm like, I don't know, I never felt the need. Should I do that?
I think you think that we all know who you are, which we probably do, but it wouldn't hurt for those new viewers. I mean, it never hurts.
I'll think about it, Justin. It's a lot to handle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
It was easier when JP was here every. Gotta get him back. He's going through a lot right now with a lot of stuff.
Okay. Well, no better way to get dialed into the Fobby podcast. That'd be a great way to get his mind through some stuff.
I mean, the thing that I could always do is I could just get another producer, and that would piss him off, and he'd come right back.
Well, that's one way to look at it.
Yeah. What to think about that? So, Justin, I didn't tell you this in our pre-talk.
I love this. Okay.
So, in case the viewers don't know, Justin and I actually talk before the show starts. Checking on our hairstyles, beards, grandbabies, all sorts of different things that we talk about. So I have a new segment that I've been working on.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, since we don't have a guest today, and we don't have Kleiman with the mortgage scoop, maybe it's time to unleash my new segment.
I'm ready.
It's not AI, so you may need that. But so, like, there are things that annoy me, and maybe it's because I'm old and I've been in this industry for so long. I was thinking about this, like, I started selling in 1987.
The 80s.
March 1987, I got in the insurance industry. 39 years ago.
Bring up a picture. Can we throw a picture in of Fobby in the 80s?
Actually, I have it somewhere from 1993, my first year in the mortgage business, 94, first year in the mortgage business.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I'll show it to you. I don't mind. But I was thinking about that, 1987. It's a long time. And I felt like I have earned the right to say, like, sorry, where is this? Hang on a second, man. I want to take this one off and I want to put this on. Can we stop finally? Observation from a guy who's been around for a while.
But you got to say it with your hands. Can we stop?
Can we stop, please?
Can we stop the madness?
Can we please stop? Well, you can't use the word madness because Madison that's her nickname. So we don't want to, we've already anyway.
Can we
but
stop
here's the thing. I know you're not a big conference guy.
I like a good conference. I like a good conference.
Well, this is about conferences, so I need to go into this, right? So can we stop, please, talking about the energy in the room?
That's the best part of the
conference. Greatest people, the biggest ideas, the most amazing content. I mean, can we please stop? Because literally all you did was eat some steel chicken, pay for some overpriced pastries, got on a flight at 5:30 in the morning.
Cold coffee.
You sat around and there was no vibes. There was no energy. It was basically sitting in the dark, taking the same notes you probably taken the last 8 conferences and having executed one idea.
We got to go to more exciting conferences that are not about mortgage. That's the problem. Mortgage is kind of like,
Yeah, but it's like, you've seen them right? So, can we please stop that, right? So next one is, can we please stop posting my cup is full after this amazing event? You seen those?
I've seen them. Yep.
Because when you see the pictures, the guys look pretty exhausted to me.
that's a full cup. That's right. It's
like, he's got like all these things he's gonna do, inspire, connect, and grow. His cup is over full. I'm just, oh my God, I'm coming. You know what I mean? But
the synergy.
You pay like $19 for yogurt at the airport with a crummy chicken sandwich that was sitting around in some little freezer for like 16 days.
We stop.
Please, can we? Right? Now you're catching. Now you're catching my drift. See, look at this. Can we start with the conference photos?
Can we stop with the photos?
Right? It's like, dude, I look at these pictures and I'm like, didn't that girl play clarinet in the marching band?
Yes. Yep.
Why is she trying to look so cool now at the age of 48? I mean, there's nothing wrong with looking cool. I get it. Like, you know what I mean? But come on, man. It's a conference.
Oh, I love that. Big things coming. That's a perfect caption. That's a chef's kiss.
Right?
Yeah.
Can't wait to unveil this. We had a huge mastermind. What wait till Monday. It's like, oh, okay, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like,
Watch out. Big things coming out of this conference.
yeah, 8 months later, nothing's coming.
Nothing showed up. Nope.
All right. And can we please stop calling every conversation a networking event?
Oh, I like that. How's
Right?
business? How's business, Fobby?
Yeah, right. I mean, networking isn't about collecting cards or telling how good your company's doing or whatever. You know what I mean? Oh my God, we've been growing. You know, it's nonstop. I have no problems. We've incorporated AI. Whatever the buzzword is like that's not networking.
No.
Right? It's like speed dating with badges.
All the free pizza cutters you got in the hacky sacks.
Yeah. And then, 3 months later, you're like looking up the guy through LinkedIn because you forgot his number or something.
Yep.
I mean, I've done it, man. I've been there. I got it, guys. You know what I mean? And finally, can we stop coming back from saying every conference you reach some kind of enlightenment level? Like, guys, I have a new mindset. Something happened at this last conference that moved me.
Yep.
I'm going to go to the next level of my career.
I've leveled up. I love that one.
I know this is like, I'm not trying to be cynical here. This is not my intent. I'm just making these observations of posts that I see that are like, guys, like, this is not the way to do this stuff. Is like, we need to find different words. Maybe that's what it is.
I think that's what it is. I think we just need a refresh. We need a rebrand of this, a refresh.
Yeah. I think this is the hard part right here. See, inspiration is easy. Implementation is rare.
True.
And I think that's what happens at these conferences. And some people get like conference junkies.
Yeah.
And they want to do nothing but go to conferences all the time.
And post if you were there.
Yeah. And I mean, listen, maybe because I've been to so many conferences, maybe that's my problem. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know, like, working at the office 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, I can definitely feel the energy way higher when I'm talking to my team.
Fobby, tell me how you feel. It's 5:30. You've gotten back to your hotel room after a whole day of conferencing. You've got to quickly freshen up and head out for an evening of events. How's Fobby feeling at that moment?
I normally get on 95 South and drive home from work.
See ya.
As I did on Monday.
Where'd Fobby go?
They were going to have this networking event. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, I've been to enough networking events. I can go home now.
Housekeeping is like, I think he was here for about 60 seconds.
No, I never checked in. I didn't even see my hotel room on Monday.
No.
I want to pay some amount of money. I paid $76 for the valet parking for overnight, whatever.
Oh.
And yeah.
You could have spent all that money on something fun for Sammy.
I could have done a lot of things, Justin. A lot of things.
Taking Sammy on a toy buying bonanza. Every toy in the aisle.
You didn't see it this morning, but John Perry was showing me our new this new thing that John and I are working on, and one of the examples that John put on there for a mortgage was Fobby and Sammy Nagmi, and unbeknownst to me, Sammy has taken out a HELOC on my house.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. That's fine.
So Justin, that's gonna be our new thing. Every now and then you'll see me put up these slides. Can we please stop? Can we just stop? You know what I mean? Yeah. I think the industry needs to hear this. I don't know. Maybe no one else is talking about it. Maybe they'll make fun of me at the next conference that I go to. Who knows?
Either way, I think it's a message that needs to get out to the public.
Yes. So
I agree.
I think if we're going to go to conferences, let's find the timely conferences. Let's find the ones that will actually move us, that will actually execute. Here's my thing. Go to a conference, which is what I did on Monday. I walked away with 2 ideas that I executed within 24 hours.
There we go.
You know what I mean? Yep. Now, I was at this conference for 7 hours, 5 hours, whatever. I took 2 ideas and boom, on Tuesday they were executed.
Can we add one thing to the conferences? All the pictures in your picture of all the slides up on the
Just
screen.
delete them. Delete
But,
them.
but you can't. But it meant something at the moment you took a picture of it.
Just like all the pictures I took of the kids at Disney World. I mean, it's like,
no, don't delete those. Then we only have Sammy pictures. And maybe
those,
like
those are the worth keeping. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, seriously, think about when you were taking your kids around. What were you doing when you're taking pictures? You were not in the moment. You were too busy worrying about taking the picture.
That was back when there was just cameras and no phones with cameras. That was back in the flip phone time. So I was taking a few pictures.
Or a VCR camera, like you had to take the Super 8 or whatever, right?
We had
right?
that. My dad had those.
Anyway. Let's talk about something more timely. You had some Ask Fobby questions. You have some Ask Fobby questions.
I do have some. You want to run through a couple?
From the last episode, since you were.
I've been hold on. It's on my notes app, so I gotta find it here.
I'll give you a few minutes to ask me a few questions before we get to the next section of our show.
All right, there's one. All right, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Hit me, Big Daddy.
Some of these are sentimental. Some of these are hard hitting.
Hit me, Big Daddy. I'm all ears.
What's your first car and what's your favorite car?
Ask Fobby anything.
Fobby, what's your first car? What's your favorite car of all times?
Oh, you mean like that I've owned?
First car you ever owned and your favorite car you've ever owned?
Might be the same.
Oh.
1970 VW Bug.
You had a Bug?
Yeah.
Convertible or no convertible? Oh, beep, beep.
With the engine in the back.
Stick shift?
Yeah, stick shift.
Yeah, you know it's a stick shift.
I bought it for $200, Justin.
What was so much? Why was that car so memorable to you?
I think just the memories of college, moving my stand-up bass in a VW Bug. Like, have you ever seen a stand-up bass to try to get to my gigs?
In the passenger seat?
Right. The neck would be sticking out the window.
Oh, there goes Fobby. Going to a gig.
When I first bought the VW Bug, the floorboard on the driver's side, you could see the road underneath it. It was loose.
Oh, my gosh.
So a friend of mine, whatever he did, like put on a new floor or whatever, you know what I mean, for like $50 or whatever. But yeah, the car cost me $200 from this piano player that I was playing with. He had it sitting in his house forever. It was $200.
I think that car is more of a sign of the sign of the times to you, more of like a feeling of that freedom of life back then.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, I'm not a car guy, so look, I think we need to put that out there also. Like, I mean, look, yes, people say, well, Fabio, you say you're not a car guy, but you always have nice cars. I do, but they're always the ones that don't break down.
Yeah, you're not buying a Lamborghini.
Right, or whatever. Like the only one that I ever had that I regretted was a Jaguar something, Vanden something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That thing just drove me crazy. But yeah, so other than that, I've always just been just a straight old guy, just driving any car.
All right. Good. That's a great answer. Right. Next one. Let's see here. Who's your favorite comedian? All right.
It's Fobby Anything.
Who's your favorite comedian?
Oh my God. I don't know if I have one favorite comedian, but I probably have a three-way tie of what I would call my Mount Rushmore of comedians.
Okay.
So you got to start with George Carlin,
old school,
Richard Pryor, Robin Williams.
You go way back on those.
I mean, those guys move me like no one else. You know what I mean? George Carlin was like Mr. Think About Everything, right?
Yeah, he was.
Like, this make you think about the jokes. Richard Pryor was Richard Pryor. Like, there's no way you're ever going to like duplicate what he did. And then Robin Williams for the ad libs and just the the energy and the psychoticness. You know what I mean? Yeah. I will say one thing. Andy Kaufman was around when I was growing up, and I did not understand him then. I don't understand him now. I understand in his mind he thought he was funny.
Yeah.
But it's not funny to read the dictionary to people who paid good money because they work 8 hours a day to pay your ticket.
Yeah, he was a special brand for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the joke gets lost at a certain point. Like, I get the humor behind it. It's funny for like maybe 90 minutes.
Yeah.
But for the entire show, for somebody who paid, I don't know, $40 in those days was a lot of money. You know what I mean? Just didn't see the humor in that.
What about Max Amini? Or
I think he's good. Yeah, I mean, but I think you're talking about new generation of comics. He's definitely up there. I mean, but I feel like I don't know. For me, these three guys really kind of set the foundation for all comics moving forward. Look, I also think like a Dave Chappelle. I mean, I remember seeing him like when he first was coming out because he was here in the DC area, PG County.
was he? Okay.
Yeah, and so when he first came out, Bernie Mac. I mean, oh my God! I mean, how do you forget Bernie Mac? I mean, just these guys are like if you ever see his breakout on a Def Comedy Jam when he broke out before the Kings of Comedy tour.
Yep.
And he kept on saying, "I ain't scared of y'all." You know what I mean? So those kind of things. That moment was like, yeah, you lived it, and so that's comedy.
All right. Good answer. All right. Good.
Ask Fobby anything.
All right. This one's a thinker. If you had to have a ringtone for your camera, for your phone, like in the old days, what would Fobby's ringtone be?
Hold on, just someone's calling me. Hello.
You got Fobby. Out of all the music in the world, a musician.
I don't know, man. I just go with a simple ring. I don't pay attention to ringtones.
Even if it costs $7, you don't care.
I don't care, man. I mean, like I think early on we probably bought a bunch of them just because it was fun. Like I remember we used to have like there was this one Spanish guy saying, "Hey, Ezzy, pick up the phone."
You spent $6 on that ringtone. You loved every.
I did. I was like, I thought I was, but up until I was like in a meeting at the Palm Restaurant, I was like, "Hey, Ezzy, I'm sure I can't have this."
You're like, call me. You can hear my ringtone. It's really cool.
Right. Then I had like a Krabby Patty alert. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
I remember those days. We got time for one more?
One more.
All right. You want to play the theme song?
Speed round.
You could vacation anywhere with no budget, blank check. Where would you go? And would you bring with you your wife or Sammy or both?
Oh my God. That's such a personal question, Justin. Anywhere?
Anywhere.
Like, does that mean multiple countries? Or I mean, would it be like a length of time? I have a year, 5 years.
You would name it. You write the whole itinerary.
I just go around the whole world for as like long as I was here between now and the time I died.
Endless vacation. Okay, let's back up. Let's back up. You're not retiring. You're just not a world traveler for a month. A month.
I would probably do like the Eastern Asia. I would do like Thailand, Laos, Nepal, things something like that. I think those would be really fun areas. And I would definitely take my wife.
Okay.
Not Sammy. I would take my wife.
Sammy, Sammy couldn't visit those areas? Okay.
I would be very afraid with him because he's very like anxiety prone when he's not in his environment.
Like kind of like you.
I can control my anxiety because I'm excited about being in places I've never seen before, right?
That's true. That's true.
I'm way more excited than Sammy. Sammy like starts like, okay, dude, we're all together in the hotel room. You know what I mean? Like when we take him to the beach, he's like, for 2 days, I got to hear nonstop breathing like in my ears. Like, can we go home now? No, not yet.
Oh, relax. Enjoy the beach. He didn't enjoy the beach.
He enjoyed it when he was on the beach, but then as soon as we got back in the townhouse, he was like, okay, calm down, dude. You got your toys, you got everything you need. No one's moving in on your space. All right. Are we done, Justin? Are we good?
Yes.
Was there good answers for you?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you did ask me anything, and I like that.
I've got more.
No, we're going to go on to this thing that was given to me by InGenius.
Okay.
And so cheap plug for Mr. InGenius Data because they are friends of the show.
Yes.
So this is interesting. We kind of talked about it last episode with Dale, right, when he was here. And it's just something that I've been really focused on, which is the top 30% of loan officers in 2025 closed 71.53% of all the volume. So I'm going to let you kind of like think about that for a second. Like just think about that. Like, what does that actually mean for everyone else?
And I love the bottom asterisk. That's based on relevant MLOs, 5+ loans per year. So you took out the very, very,
I
very
mean,
bottom.
if you're not closing 5 loans a year, I mean, are you really a mortgage person?
It's a part-time job at that
I
point.
mean, I'm even thinking 5 loans per year was pretty generous.
I would say double that would be a full-time
Right.
job.
Right. I mean, I don't think you're marketing at 5 loans per year, right?
No, you're just getting lucky.
I mean, I still do between 4 to 6 loans a year, so I know I'm in the bottom 30. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's not my primary source of revenue.
So I've got questions.
Yes.
In your opinion, has this shift ever been in this industry in the past? Is this uncharted water, or has this been a repeat of 10 years ago?
That's a great question. And I don't know if we actually have the chart here. I actually have a chart that went along with this that InGenius sent to me.
Oh.
Yeah, I wish I'd thought about that. I know, Justin, the top 10%, because that one stuck in my mind, they actually gained 4% between 2019 and 2025. So they actually increased their market share by 4%.
During COVID time?
No, from 2019 to 2025, over a 6-year period.
Okay.
So it wasn't like this was something new for them. They've already been doing this. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
And so I don't know if the top were doing it also, but I know I can tell you for a fact that the top 10% were.
Do you think was that group using technology to their advantage, perhaps?
I think that's what's going on, and we actually talk about that in one of the slides, right? So let's dive into this a little bit, right? Because here we got the top 30 doing 71.5. We got the bottom 30 doing 5.64, right? And you got this middle section. This is the part that I'm most concerned about, by the way, because this is where you and I are recruiting, for whatever it's worth. And this is where we go in, you know what I mean? Because let's face it, we're not really going in the bottom 30. At least I'm not, right? I don't think you are. But, every now and then we might go in the top 30, right? Every now and then. But most of the time we're here in this middle 40.
Yeah.
And these guys are just getting 22%, right up to 23% of the market share right now. And that to me is the most concerning one out of all of this. Because that says that they're actually the one that gave up that 4% to the top 10%.
Yep. That's where the shift happened.
Yeah. And so I think when you start seeing that, you begin to see okay, well, what is going on? So what do you think?
I think I'm interested by that shift, that kind of market grab. And I'm also wondering, if you were to take 5 of the middle and 5 at the top and ask them what they've been doing for the past 10 years and walk you through their business, I wonder if the middle has been doing exactly the same things they've always done, that they did back in the 2000s to get business and nothing more, while the upper group is trying new things, meeting new realtors, trying new technology, trying to 2x themselves and being more successful at that.
Yeah, that's definitely something that's possible, right?
Yeah.
But I think the top 30%, right, from what I know, and I'm going to put up the chart here momentarily for you because I've been working on that. I think the top 30% also have been using building teams together.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And the other part that can't be ignored, right, is the top 30% gets all the attention of a mortgage company, wherever they're at.
And all the resources. I mean, not all, but a lot of resources.
Yeah. They get it at a much faster tempo, whether we like it or not, just because they are in the top 30. And I mean, so it does happen that way.
That's that way everywhere in all sales, not just in mortgage. It's everywhere.
Right. So the point being is that, I mean, if you're in that middle 40, what could you be doing, right? I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
So here's a chart I just put up for you real quick.
Well, I like
so
this.
This is where it kind of does that chart right there, right? So 2019 to 2025, right? So you can see the top 10% were at 38%, and they got up to 42% by 2025. So they increased their market share, right?
Yeah.
These guys gave up market share 5.1 to 4.66, 6.9 to 6.2, 9.3 to 8.4, 12.8 to 11. So see, everyone's giving up a little bit of share.
Yep.
So these guys, they sucked it all in.
And it's interesting. It's not probably due to better rates. Let's just pretend
No,
everyone's
it's
the
not
same
due to
rate.
rates. It's not due to rates. It's not due to rates. No.
Is it bandwidth? Is it
I think it's actually more
investing in your business, in teammates and tools?
so here's what it is, buddy.
Oh, right here. Here we go.
Right. I took all the work out, right?
Nice.
So the top 30 from what we found is that they're more systems driven.
Yep.
Right. So they're gonna be the ones using technology right away, right? They're more focused on data. So they're able to see the future trends coming. They're able to see metrics. They're able to look at, like, if I tell them, hey guys, our CTCs are 17 business days, that means something to them.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say this because it sounds so mean, right? And I don't want to hurt anybody, but you have a bunch of guys in here that don't care about that metric. They're so focused on just, well, do you have the best rate?
Yeah.
I need the rate. I need the rate. I need the rate.
Yeah.
These guys are talking about what are your operational metrics?
That middle group may have lost those couple deals last year due to rate, and that's why it's fresh on their mind. They're like, I lost $9,000 last year due to rate.
Yeah.
The top group saying that's
the other
nothing.
thing is the top 30%, I also know for a fact, will do loans for free just to keep the realtor happy. So they have that bandwidth to afford that.
Yeah.
So they can do things every now and then that the middle 30 or the middle 40, the bottom 30 will never be able to do.
Yeah.
But these ideas, they can take those ideas and implement them in definitely in trying to get a larger piece of the market share. But I think this is the number one reason right here is the top 30 teams.
I got a theory, Fobby, that this is going to continue because this gap will continue because I think that I do believe that AI is going to be interrupting the flow on the front end for people and letting people 3x or 4x themselves. I hate to sound like a cliche, but I think that the builders in this category will embrace new technology to help them do even more, see more, touch more, close more, and that might take away even more market share from the other two categories.
Just think about this for a second. I mean, if you really, 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 really become like, which I don't play the zero-sum game, right? But if you really become that kind of mentality, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm in the top 30, I'm looking at this 5.6 right here. Like, how do I get that so that this goes up to 76% by next year?
Yeah.
Right? Because this is the easiest target to get.
Yeah, it is. Because that bottom group is not available on nights and weekends. They're not answering their phone. They're not being good communicators. Right. They're not doing any of those things. They're just simply surviving.
So if you're in the bottom 30, right? It's like you've got to get on it. So I've talked about this before with other people. It's the mindset.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I used to have this one boss who used to tell us, "There's nobody in this office that needs a loan. Get out there." Right? Leave, get business.
Yep.
And it's almost like just as simple as that mindset. Like, stop coming to the office, stop watching TV, stop walking your dog, stop doing whatever, and go get the business.
Yep.
And don't say, I'm going to try. Just go do it.
Fobby, when I joined this industry in 2000, I was a street originator, which my boss said, I don't want to see you here in the office. And that was new to me. I didn't know what that. He's like, I don't want to see you here unless you're here just dropping something off and going back.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to go figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's literally the way it goes over when people don't understand that as a loan officer, your job is business development.
Yeah.
There's nothing more to being a loan officer. There's nothing complicated. There's nothing fancy. You know what I mean? But now let's talk about the middle guys, right? The middle 40. Because once again, this is where you and I recruit to, right? And we've heard this, busy and overwhelmed, can't take phone calls.
Yeah.
They're reactive, so they're not able to proactively think what's going to come down the future. They're stretched thin. Justin, I really can't talk to you right now, man. I'm sorry. I got to cancel this appointment.
Yeah.
Well, you're only closing 3 loans a month, man. Why are you canceling my appointment? Right? They're stretched thin. They don't have an assistant.
Yeah.
Right? They're fighting for position inside their current company, maybe. Who knows? And then right here, man, the short-term focus, right? I mean, think about this. Long-term thinkers, top 30. Short-term focus, middle. Survival mode on the bottom 30.
Yeah.
I mean, just when you really see this, the way the data lays out, InGenius just did an amazing job of giving this like here you go, Fob. Here's all the data you need. You know what I mean? And now you can go figure out how to position yourself with this.
You know, what's funny is in my career, I've been both the middle and bottom, and these hit home. These adjectives hit home for me because I felt those ways when I was in those categories.
Look, I think we've all, no matter where you are in here, right? We've all been in the bottom 30. There's no doubt about it.
Mm.
I don't care what people say. Well, the day you started, you were in the bottom 30.
Yeah, true.
You can't be over here if you were not over in the bottom 30.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I don't care if you've been in business for 4 years or 40 years. You were here at one point. You got out of here and you went in the middle mode, and you went. Then if you kept going, you went to the top mode, right? What sucks is when you've been in the top and then you drift back down to the bottom.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. AI came in, technology came in, it's a new CRM, new LOS.
Life happened.
Yeah, I mean, BlackBerry no longer has market share. Apple phones are working, whatever, right?
Yeah.
We've seen it, man. Also, you're not on the top anymore.
So I encourage your listeners to go back. I've been asking your last 3 or 4 guests about this kind of theory. Like, how do I get from A to B or B to C? Walk me through it. And they've all had different approaches, and none of them are wrong. They're all correct. Yeah. I'd say go try all their approaches because some of them will work for you.
I'm going to tell you one word. If you're in the bottom 30%, that you need to really, really, really take hold of, and it's not a complicated word, and the word is trust. The bottom 30, and maybe even some of the middle 40, I mean, but definitely the bottom 30 are lacking trust. They don't trust the process. They don't trust their partners. They don't trust the company. They're suspicious. You know, why is my rate high today? Why did they raise the margin? Have you ever heard that? Did you guys raise the corporate margin? It's like, no. Have you seen the 10-year bond? It's like,
is that a distraction? So if I lack trust, is that a distraction to me and my business? Of
course, it's a mindset. I'm always about the mindset.
Yeah.
Because if I can't get the right mindset, I can't do the right action.
Yeah.
Right? Your action will change your mind, right? But you still got to have the right mindset to do the action. And so it all comes down to trust. You got to trust the process. If you don't trust the process, you're with the wrong company. You're following the wrong leader.
Okay, so let me unpack this. So if I'm a loan officer and I don't have the trust, can I just get the trust by just saying, I'm just going to blindly trust my company that they're doing everything to help me out? I'm just going to go stop thinking about that and go get business. Can I? What
I always tell people is do what I say, right? I'm going to give you a few items. Bum, 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 bum. Pick 1 or 2 of these items. Remember, like what I just told you, when I went to the conference on Monday, I picked 2 items, executed them on Tuesday, right? Boom, boom, boom. It was like, I trust the process. I trust it. I think it's going to work. I don't know if it is or it isn't, but I got to execute, right?
Right.
I can execute 17 different things. I just executed 2 ideas on Tuesday.
I like that.
So don't execute everything. Trust the process, right? Find 1 or 2 things that you can trust the process on, execute it for 6 weeks, and then come back and tell me it didn't work.
So we're talking like open house visits. Trust the process.
Trust the process.
Calling past clients, offering any assistance.
Trust the process. You got to trust it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't build that trust, man, you might just go ahead.
I love what you just said because I could have kept on going with 6 or 7 different things. You said stop at 2. Just pick 2 things, trust the process, do them for 6 weeks. My mind was going, oh, there's 5 more things we should be doing. No. Just do.
That's it. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be stretched thin. Right? I mean, because that's what happens, right? You're just so busy. I'm so busy, Justin. You don't know. I wake up and I'm busy and okay, well, your production says that you closed like 15 units last year.
Yep. What are you so busy doing?
Right. I'll never forget, man, my first year in 94, right? This head of operations, processor, whatever her name was, Suzanne, very nice lady, right? And she would go through all the files because they were all handwritten back in those days. And she put these little sticky flags in there where all the mistakes were.
Oh, boy.
And then she would throw them on your desk. And your job was to fix them, right? No LOAs, no nothing, right? There was whatever, right? So then she said to me, like, after I started closing a few loans, she said to me one day, she goes, Fobby, how many loans are you closing? I don't know, maybe 2 or 3, right? She goes, well, it sounds like you should never have a problem with what we used to call a HUD-1 back in those days, right?
Yeah.
Because you should have enough time to review every document to make sure your clients are having the right HUD-1s.
Ouch.
Yeah. But she was right.
You're not wrong.
Right? Like, I had time.
Yeah.
What was I doing? You know what I mean? Was I worrying about who I was going to go out to lunch with? You know what I mean? Because we're all hanging out together, smoking cigarettes in the smoking lounge. It's a different age, right?
Yeah.
And she saw me hanging out with these people. And if she hadn't corrected my behavior, I don't know if I would have risen as fast as I did. But once I took her advice and said, okay, well, she's right. I should have a perfect HUD-1. Mm-hmm. My client should know the closing cost down to like with $100 or so. Mm-hmm. I can offer that. I can create that process for them. So, but it's like, you got to be open-minded enough to hear what people are saying.
Yeah.
And you got to trust. I trusted Susan, what she was saying, and I executed the idea.
So did you see far less sticky notes on your files from that point forward?
I think she enjoyed putting them on there, I gotta be honest with you on that one.
No.
I think there's a certain enjoyment she got in that control factor.
You didn't capitalize the word avenue, so.
Yeah, but anyway, I mean, this is like, once again, I mean, we're talking about real human behavior here.
Yeah.
Right? Think about this. The top 30% are long-term thinkers. You're thinking not about today. You're thinking maybe a year from today. 3 years from today. How is AI going to affect my business? Am I positioned properly? This poor guy right now, how do I pay my car bill?
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it, man, but I've been there. I've been here.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
Like, how do I do this? How do I do that? Right? They don't have that time of luxury to think. But you gotta.
Back to mindset. So how do you get out of the mindset of being in survival mode and being a thinker? How do you just flip the switch? Do you go to church? Do you go to the park?
Whatever it takes.
Whatever you got to do. Sit in the sauna?
Whatever it takes. One thing I do know is something that William James, the great philosopher in the early 1900s, wrote down. He wrote this, I don't know if it was a book, but a lot of us read it. It was absolutely bizarre. It was called 33 Varieties of Religion Experiences. And there was this one part of the book that said, and this is so weird that you would think in like up until like the early 1900s, late 1800s, mankind thought that your mood controlled your actions. So if you were feeling sad, you laid around and ate bonbons and watched Oprah Winfrey, Yeah. And what William James says, no. Your actions control your mood. So if you're in survival mode, you know what I mean? Well, Get up and do 10 push-ups. Get up and walk around the office really fast paced for 30 seconds, maybe 90 seconds.
Yep.
Watch the endorphins also rise. Watch your mindset also clear. The fog gets out of your head. Tony Robbins used to make us walk around when back in the late 90s when I was being coached by Tony, was that walk around with the Superman cape. It was odd, right? But here I am, right? But all of a sudden everything just rises. Your energy levels go up. You know what I mean? Everything changes. Your mind is just all of a sudden following your body's action.
Yep.
And I know it sounds so simple, but it really is. It's not that hard.
You just got to change things up, shake things up a little bit.
Well, think about this, Justin. In your company, you got your top producer, you got your bottom producer. It's just the way life works, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm going to ask you, do you have better rates with the top producer?
No, not that. They pick their own rates and margins, but let's just say no for conversation's sake.
Yeah, I mean, that's their margin. They can do whatever they want with that, right? That's their choice. Do you allow easier underwriting for the top producer?
I don't think we do.
Do you QC all the files for the low end producers and just say, sorry, you're stuck?
Nope.
Right. So why does the top producer consistently close more business than the low producer?
And can I also add, both been in business for the same amount of time. Both are 30-year veterans.
So what's the difference?
I would agree with the mindset. I'd go back to the mindset. One of them is if you were to describe your 2025, you describe it with adjectives like this, like inconsistent and hoping and no clear strategy, waiting for change, waiting for better rates. That could be what a bottom producer has been thinking about.
Yeah. Yeah. See what I'm talking about though?
Yeah.
And this is I mean, it's not rocket science what we're talking about here.
But it's hard. You almost need to have a coach. But again, if you're in the bottom, you can't afford it.
No. You do have to have a coach.
But you can't.
And that's why coaching is so important.
Make a car payment, get a coach.
You got to invest in yourself. I mean, I didn't have the money to pay for Tony Robbins in the late 90s, but I did. You know what I mean? It was like, he wasn't that big of a brand name at that point like he is today, right?
Yeah.
But he caught my attention and I made the investment in it. I can see my success from the time that I started attending his events and doing what he was saying. I could see the connection between that moment and what happened the next 3 to 5 years of my life.
Wow.
It was just that simple. It was just that simple. You know, I hate to say it, man, but yes, you're going to have to make a financial investment in your future if you're going to want to survive. And that's part of this, no matter where you are.
I've got a tip. If you are someone that can't do that, because you can't afford it, at least go into ChatGPT and say, I want to be a top producer. Ask me a question.
Maybe you need better than that. Go to YouTube.
Yeah.
There's free coaches all up and down YouTube.
Yeah. You can get yourself coached up. Yeah.
There's a guy, what's his name? I should know his name. Dustin from the Mortgage Loan Officer podcast, TLOP, the Loan Officer podcast, right? Obviously, he's a competition of ours, but I don't mind, right? Dustin will go and he'll give you free advice on, you can just go get his stuff. You can go figure out Brian Covey and get his stuff on TikTok or YouTube. There's plenty of people out there giving out knowledge for free.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a great point. You don't have to pay for coaching. You just have to have the right mindset to go find the resources.
And it's the accountability factor. So a lot of coaching is accountability. And if you don't pay for it, you're not going to get that. But at least you can start with something.
Yeah, I mean, accountability is critical. To rise up, you're going to have accountability.
Yeah.
But I mean, okay, let's throw this at you. If one of your low producers said, hey, Justin, could I do a weekly accountability call with you on Fridays? What would you say?
I'll say, sure, why not? Let's go both ways. See
what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you can find a free accountability partner.
You could find someone not in the business and say, I need someone to be my partner. And the person—
Go to your church, go to your whatever.
I want to do 10 push-ups a day. Great. I want to make 6 cold calls a day. Great. Here we go.
Done.
Yep.
See, now you're not paying for anybody.
Nope.
I use Sammy as my accountability partner. He doesn't talk shit. He just keeps everything to himself.
But Sammy's a big fan of yours. So he's like,
Love
whatever,
that.
Whatever,
Love
man.
That. Love
you're
that.
the best.
So you were asking like what changed, right? The top didn't get lucky. They evolved.
Well, I'm going to take a picture of this slide at the conference. Hold on.
What happened? What are you doing?
I'm taking a picture of the slide like at the conference. Yeah.
I'm inspiring you. I see your cup is full.
The synergy is real.
Your cup is full.
This is filled up my cup, Bobby. My cup is full.
Yeah. So I think this is the biggest one right here. I really put this here on top. CRM adaption. I mean, top producers use their CRM like no one's business, man. And I've seen it. And by the way, just for the record, I'm awful with CRMs. If I didn't have somebody doing my CRM for me, nothing would ever go out with Fobby's name on it.
It would just be a black hole.
It would be. I'm being very honest.
Nothing going in, nothing coming out.
But she's nice enough to take care of all my CRM stuff for me, so everything still goes out. It's automated, so it still works.
Wait, so my happy birthdays from Fobby wasn't from Fobby?
It was from Fobby. I'm paying for it. It's from me.
There you go.
Look, this is something that Barry Habib talks about, right? By the way, another guy on YouTube you could probably find, Barry Habib. I mean, Todd Duncan, our friend Dale Vermillion. I mean, just countless people you could help, like, that could get your mindset in the right place every morning, right? So data mining, right? I asked this one guy, I said, in Dallas, Dave, I said, Dave, how is it you're doing cash out refinances and everyone else is saying they can't do cash out refinances right now because the rates are like 6 3/4? Because I never talk about rates. I always talk about payments.
Yeah.
I always talk about payments to them. Like, hey, your total payment is up here. I'm going to bring your total monthly household payment down here. Is that worth it for you?
Yeah.
And inevitably, they always agree. I mean, it's look how simple that is, but it's a mindset.
Yeah.
You know, and the people who don't trust it will say, "Oh, Fob, that only works because it's David and he's in Dallas." I got it. You know what I mean? And that's fine, but it does work. You know, automation. They get rid of the repetitive stuff so they can focus on what matters.
Yeah.
Right? AI leverage. We've been talking about this forever. You and I don't know how many shows we've done on AI. There's not enough time to talk about AI stuff. It's here. It's not going anywhere. It's going to change the industry. Get over it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think the reason that I'm so tech savvy, I will say this, is because my father was not tech savvy, and his career was diminished by his inability to shift in 1988.
So he was not using cell phones. No, wait, this is before cell phones. Pagers?
He couldn't use. He was not able to use a computer. Like, he had to buy a computer from New York Life.
Yeah.
And he would just do it enough to print out the premiums, but not take it to the next level like these other insurance agents were.
Oh wow!
So over the next 10 years, his career began to diminish.
Yep.
You know, you could just see the arc. Like, it was just, I mean, and the technology, the inability to adapt. I mean, and look, he was an older age also, right? But he couldn't. He just wasn't able to adapt. And it's awful, right?
Yeah.
Thing also, the other part is people are building teams. You know what I mean? And this is where this is where I preach on. So this is if all of this stuff, this is the one thing that I teach my guys. Build a team. So there's this one loan officer I've been coaching, and they have a LOA. I asked a very simple question. How are your weekly meetings with your LOA? They're like, what are you talking about? Weekly meetings.
What weekly meetings?
Yeah. I said, you don't have weekly meetings with your LOA? No. Okay. Pick a date and a time, and meeting might be 5 minutes, might be 20 minutes, might be 30 minutes, whatever, right? Go through the pipeline so you guys are all on the same page come Monday morning.
Yep.
Simple as that, right?
Yeah.
But it's like you have to teach well, people say, well, it's easier if I just do it. And here's the thing, right? And I hope you've seen this on YouTube, right? There's a thing called the J curve, right? You're going to spend more energy, but then it's going to come out and you'll get more return out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the J curve. Right. So it seems like, oh my God, I'm wasting time teaching my LOA everything. But if you teach them the right way, at a certain point, they will do everything the way you taught them how to do it.
Yeah.
And that's how you scale up. And that's what I pride myself on, is ability to scale up. Right. Marketing systems, absolutely. Referral leverage. I mean, if you're not building a team, you can't go out and build referrals.
True. You're too busy getting all the stuff done yourself.
You're in survival mode.
Yep.
You're stretched thin. You're reacting. I mean, you're fighting. I mean, just see how it's all connected.
Yep.
It's nuts, man. It's just like it's like it's all there. So this is what it comes down to right here, Justin. Right? Wait, hope, or drift. Hustle, survive, hope. Build, lead, or scale. I'll send you this. You don't have to take pictures of it. I want you to share this with your group also. So this is like, we're deciding today which way we want to go, whether we realize it or not. I mean, every time that you and I record another podcast, believe it or not, we're deciding to grow.
Hmm?
We're building our brand. We're building our content. You know what I mean? This is our premium for staying consistent with our recognition. So we're not on this side sitting on a toilet seat somewhere saying, "Oh my God." When I saw that, I said, "Is that a toilet seat?" I don't know why I thought of a toilet seat.
Survival mode. It looks like we're on the toilet.
Somebody give me X-Lax.
I'm waiting and hoping, and I'm fearful.
That sounds like an X-Lax backpack, doesn't it? Your X-Lax is here, sir. Yay. All right, look. We're not making fun of the bottom 30. We're hoping that if we poke you enough, it'll hopefully get you out of whatever mode you're in. We don't want you to be in the bottom 30. We don't want you here. We don't want anyone here. We want everyone to go move into the, have a middle 70 and fight these guys in the top 30 for their market share.
If you're still here in this business after the last couple of years, I'm rooting for you, and I hope you'll pay attention and make some changes happen so that the next half of the year will be better than the first half for you.
Yeah. So what happens to the middle, Justin? Because this is where we started, right?
Oh, I said this already. I said, does AI widen the gap? I said that earlier in the show.
Well, that's when you saw the slides beforehand.
No, I didn't see it. That was up here.
Come on, no, Justin, stop. I know. I saw you flipping through the deck. Yes, you said it, Justin. Congratulations, Justin. You win. Come on now, because the quote is right. AI, what is the gap? So, I mean, we're here, right? This is where we every show that we've been recording, somehow or another ends up with AI widen the gap. Or does it help compress it? And I think people are missing that fact. You could actually use AI to help you generate more business right here, right now. And that's the beauty of AI. It's equal opportunity. Just like the internet back in 2000 flattened and leveled the playing field, AI is doing the same thing.
Can I give I have a new idea for this podcast. Can I give an AI tip of the week?
Yep.
This one's easy. Record yourself on your phone talking to borrowers, just yourself, not them. And let ChatGPT or another AI give you feedback on how you've performed. How are you doing? Because you think you might be kicking butt, taking names, and AI might say to you, "You did a good job, but here's some ways you can improve your communication skills."
Wow.
And it's free, and I've done it on the recruiting side of things. I've done it, and it's opened my eyes to a couple of things I'm doing. I repeat myself sometimes. I'm not sure why, but I repeat myself sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think any tips we can give to people to use AI for their betterment is helpful.
Yep.
I think at the end of the day, it's one of those things is you can literally use AI as a way to proofread. Like, here's what I would do, right? If I was a full-time loan officer, this is just one. So Justin gave you a tip. I'm going to give you a tip as a loan officer, right? Mm-hmm. Create 5 prompts. Ask AI, what 5 questions should my client be asking you about their loan estimate?
Ooh, that's good.
Right?
Yep.
Now create a sheet like that. And when you give a loan estimate, send the 5 questions and say, hey, I want you to go to your favorite AI platform and ask these 5 questions. And then let's come back and discuss the answers.
I love that because I hate when I don't get any questions at all. And I'm like, either you're super smart or you got so glazed over that you didn't even you were scared to ask.
Right. The thing is most of the newer home buyers are already using AI to help them through the process.
Yep.
So now you become that trusted advisor because you're speaking their same language. You're not afraid of AI. I mean, most loan officers are like, oh my God, you probably went to ChatGPT and got those questions. Okay, I did. Big deal.
Yep. That's the reality. That's the way it is.
Don't fight it. I mean, just be part of it.
Yep.
So hopefully, Justin, this was a good episode for you, brother.
I had a great time.
It was good, man. I think we covered a lot, didn't we?
We did. My favorite part was Fobby's first car, best car ever. So I want to see you drive around DC in a Bug sometime soon.
It's so funny you said that because just the other day I saw a Bug driving through, and I was like, I should buy one. Like that's been like renovated and updated.
How happy would you be?
I wouldn't be.
Would you drive a stick shift again?
About it. No, I mean I could drive sticks, but I wouldn't be happy. I would like, no, it's like crazy. The seats, man, would kill my back.
That's true. Old man Fobby came out.
I have a nice luxurious little car right now. I get in, I just drive home. I'm cool, you know what I mean? But I think it'd be very tough to go back and relive. I think that's why you don't want to ever relive your past. You want to move forward.
And that is tips for success from Fobby and Justin.
So listen, next week we have who do we have here? Ellen Duncan's coming on the show. Mm-hmm. She just started a company called M-Loop. So she was actually our chief marketing officer at AnnieMac.
Oh.
And it was a vacancy.
I'm good.
Chief marketing officer. That's a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
That's the C-suite.
I am a CMO. Ooh. And then we've already got, by the way, we were already booked up all the way through August.
Man, this is going to be a long summer, Fobby. Oof.
We're trying to get into that top 3, Justin.
Top 3, top 2.
We're knocking on the door now. We're at number 4. We went from number 5 to number 4 in May. So we're going to see what it looks like in June.
Did I tell you that we got Spirit Airlines as our latest sponsor?
Yeah, I heard about that debacle. I heard about that.
We'll work it out. The lawyers will work it out.
I mean, if you could just get them before they file bankruptcy, that'd be a great step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Because I think right now you're going on the bottom 30 and you're getting the people that are like lost out of survival mode.
I just want one of their jets. That's all I want. I mean, they don't need the jets anymore.
I heard somebody's actually buying those jets. Did you hear about that?
No, really?
Yeah, some guy actually put together enough money to buy them or something, and now he's got the venture fund going in and like create an airline where everyone just pays $25 to fly around it or something.
That's called Frontier.
I don't know. It's something weird, man. Something weird. But anyway, brother, let's get out of here, man. I gotta go get some work done. I gotta get some sleep. I gotta get some sleep this week.
Okay.
All right. Thank you all for listening in. Make sure to follow us on Laugh, Lend, and Eat YouTube channel. Hold on. You got to like them, subscribe them, and turn the bell on for notifications. Is that what it is, Justin?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm really bad at that stuff, but I think we did pick up more subscribers this past month.
Nice.
I know our listening time has gone up like 600 hours or something.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. When I get this report, like analytics.
That's good.
So something's working.
People aren't getting sick of us as fast.
Well, I might have my retirement plan. Then I can just travel the world like I told you in the beginning.
Your Volkswagen Bug.
All right, brother, let's get out of here, okay?
Right.
I'll catch you guys. Bye.
Talking leadership, making the big plays in the mortgage game through the sun and the haze. Close more deals, build your success. Time to level up and beat the stress. Get ready to laugh, lend and eat. Your weekly scene. Let's go.